All right, so what is going on, guys? Billy here. We've also got Ken.
What's going on, everybody? Original Dobo here.
Today we're going to be unboxing the DJI Inspire 2. It's going to be awesome. I wanted to make this its own separate video, but I figured doing a live stream would be a pretty good idea. I think that Ken also...
I sort of talked him into it. I thought like doing a live stream would just be much more awesome and interactive for you guys to see the whole process.
Yeah, so we've got a new mic here. I had some problems with my mic earlier. It was making this popping noise, but it looks like everything should be good. So definitely let me know what you guys think of the quality as well as the microphone down in the comments, or yeah, in the chat, I guess. Also, we're in a different space. This is like the living room, I guess you could call it. It's like the living room / kitchen inside of my new apartment, and it makes a really good open space to unbox the Inspire 2 because it's massive.
Yes.
So I guess let's just get into it. First of all, we're going to be going over the unboxing. That's basically the main premise of this video. And then if you guys want to stick around, we're also going to do a quick setup of the Inspire 2, and also we'll do a quick Q&A, so whatever you guys have. So maybe if you want to save your questions for the end, that'd be best, just because we're not really going to be checking the chat all that much. And I've also got pretty much like a butter knife here for unboxing. So I guess let's just get into things here.
Back here, yeah. All right.
So
we've got the chats open.
So this here is the first box. It actually came in 2 separate boxes. So I've got the standard version of the Inspire 2 here. I've got the standard version of the Inspire 2 here. So it came with the X4S camera, the drone itself, the aircraft, the Inspire 2. It also came with 4 extra batteries, I believe, and also some new props. So this here should be the camera. It should be the 4 extra batteries, and it should be the extra propellers.
Smaller than 2 boxes?
Yeah, the smaller one here. So
Let's go ahead and...
let's see. We'll take everything out of the box real quick. So this is the camera right here. The X4S. Real quick though, it looks like it's been opened.
Yeah, doesn't it look like it's been open?
Yeah.
Because this box, I just noticed like everything was sort of thrown in here sort of haphazardly.
Yeah, it probably could have been just because I got the standard version, so this is kind of like all the extras.
Unless if they hadn't inspected because of all the batteries or something.
Could have been, possibly, but
weird.
this box looked like it was a little bit open.
Okay.
So we'll place that to the side.
Battery boxes.
We've got also the battery, so 1 battery, 2 battery, 3 battery, and 4 battery. Now the reason it comes with 4 batteries, I'm not going to be getting 4 different flights out of this. I'm going to be getting 2 different flights, 2 full flights, because it takes 2 batteries at one time. So we'll place these over to the side as well. Oh my god, look at how the size of this propeller box.
Is that all the props?
I've got no idea, but look how
Where's those
long
spare
they are.
props?
Grab a Phantom 4 Pro prop real quick. So this is how long the Inspire 2 props are. And you know what, we'll take these out of the box first.
Yeah, take them out of the box. Let's see. This is the standard prop for the Phantom 4 Pro. Oh my gosh, it dwarfs it. You can fit 2 props in one. God.
Literally this. All right, you know what?
Oh my
Now I gotta
gosh.
take it out of the. I gotta take it out of the. So that's weird. It only came with like 2 extra propellers when you really need. Wow, dude, these propellers.
Those things are crazy. What are they made out of? Or is it plastic?
Yeah, it's pretty much made of plastic. So these are the 2 different propellers,
Crazy.
the different sizes.
Crazy big.
They're massive. Also, I guess the bend, right?
Yeah,
they're
they look like they bend a little bit. Do they?
Not really. They're a lot more stiff than this plastic.
How bad would that hurt if that hit some?
It would definitely.
That would hurt.
I know
That
I've
would make
gotten.
you bleed.
I haven't even gotten hit with the Phantom 4 Pro. I've gotten hit with the Mavic Pro and the Spark before, and the Spark's like a little pinch. Honestly,
I got hit in the thumb, and that took forever to heal.
All right, so that's the propeller. The propeller is massive.
Crazy, dude. It's an airplane prop.
I guess next we'll look at
Zen mutes.
the camera. Now, I know people are probably going to say, why did you go with the X4S? I want to start with the baseline Inspire 2, give it a try. From there, I'd love to upgrade. There are so many accessories. There's different cameras, there's the slave remote, the Sense remote controller, the Crystal Sky monitors. So I wanted to start from the base, try this out. Try the X4S camera out. It's basically the same specs as the Phantom 4 Pro, but the body of the Inspire 2 is like so much better. So it gives you, oh wow, it comes in a little case.
Look at that.
That's really cool. All right,
take a look at that.
So here's comes with like a little, I guess, booklet, DJI Care Refresh.
I feel like this is QVC. Like,
so man, it comes in like this little case, which I didn't expect this. So inside of the box, there's really nothing.
Dude, look at the presentation.
That's
awesome.
sweet. So, I mean, but another reason is like I didn't know how I was going to travel with the actual gimbals, right?
That makes sense.
So that's the case that it comes in all the way around. I might cover this again, this whole unboxing thing in an actual video, but this is just some kind of to show you guys live. So if we open up the top,
Dude, a nice
it's like,
leather
it's like
strap.
a nice
it's like a nice watch.
It's like a leather strap too. That's really cool.
That is nice.
All right, let's
that
see.
work?
Oh man, dude, that's a lot bigger than the Phantom 4 Pro's camera.
That's a big gimbal. That is a big gimbal.
I did not expect that. So here's the gimbal.
Wow, that's crazy.
Right. That thing is big. Comes with a little silica gel.
Silica gel.
So
Look at that.
here's the actual gimbal itself.
So what's your first impression? Have you ever touched one?
I've never. I've seen it in the box before. This really does look like the Phantom 4 Pro's camera.
It does, just bigger.
You know, just
beefier.
a bigger version of it. I expect it to be the same exact size. It looks like we also have a small little, I guess it's not a lens cap, but it's a cap to cover the top.
Yeah,
so this is what's going to plug into the actual Inspire 2. And the box is really nice. Honestly, this just tops it off.
Yeah.
You know?
And the thing is, you can always upgrade this camera later on down the road, even though it's, same focal length, same quality as possibly the P4 Pro.
Yeah.
It all can be updated later. It's just to get the drone off the ground, at least right now.
Yeah, so that's the gimbal. That's really cool.
Nice.
And again, just the case makes it really awesome.
Let's go ahead and clean this
Well,
off
let's try to open up a battery. Let's see what they look
There's
like.
a battery right there.
Knife.
Do we need a knife for this?
There's a
There's a
little
little piece.
tape.
Where did we put the knife? Let's just use a prop to cut it open.
Yeah,
because
right. Could you imagine?
honestly, it's probably just as sharp.
Yeah.
We've got a knife.
All right, so here we are.
We've got butter knives. We need to work on unboxing knives.
I did not have a. How do you forget an unboxing?
If anybody has unboxing knives out there, we'll send you a PO box. Send them to us.
All right, so it is probably just gonna be standard, nothing crazy. If you guys are familiar with how DJI packages their batteries,
Yeah, it looks just like
yeah.
everything else.
basically just comes inside of you.
What's the milliamp on each of those batteries?
I'm not exactly sure.
Does it say it on there?
Yeah, it should say it here on the back of the. It is wedged in there nicely.
So Colin asked, did you happen to get an extra charging hub?
I didn't, but that's definitely something I've got to get because
Yes.
I've got 6 batteries now, which is going to be a pain.
Look at the ventilation on that. That's
Yeah, the ventilation is crazy. Also, they give you these little numbers, or these letters.
That's a nice touch.
Yeah, so
I
you
wish
can,
they all came with that.
You can letter these batteries if you want to keep them together, make sure they're all charged, which is just a good touch.
That's a good touch.
So let's see. So it looks like the capacity is 4,280 milliamp hours. So you multiply that by 2, and that's basically how much the drone eats when it's flying, which is just crazy. We'll definitely put these into the case or into the drone. But man, this packaging is pretty beefy. And again, those are the stickers. The stickers are just a cool touch,
Yeah, it is.
in my opinion. So I guess now we'll get to the actual.
We'll get to the
we'll
main
get to the
course,
actual
man.
drone itself.
Woo. Let's get all this out of here. All right, hold on to the unboxing knife extraordinaire.
The butter knife. So this package is so big.
Let's go.
Oh my gosh. So this is the full package here. I guess real quick, we'll put it up on the just for scale.
comparison's sake.
This is what we've got going.
And you don't even know what's in here.
I know.
There's nothing that
There's
identifies
no labeling. Spin this around.
Yep.
There's really no labeling whatsoever. All right, I don't even know where to begin.
I would
guess
slice them on
yeah.
the top here because it looks like it pops out this way. Let me see this.
Literally no unboxing knife.
You know what this is the equivalent to? Is when you were unboxing Christmas gifts or getting gifts on your birthday,
Oh, I
and
see
your
that.
brother would
Let me see that.
wanna unbox it
We've got
for you.
another unboxing knife here. Another unboxing butter knife.
Custom unboxing knives.
Okay, that should be good. Alright, so up at the top comes with the booklet, the paperwork, which
Nice.
we might need.
Yeah, probably.
Might need that.
Probably gonna need. It's maybe the first time we actually need paperwork.
Yeah. What's in here?
Let's see.
Alright, so at the top is like this box. These are probably like propellers and stuff like that.
I don't think there's some propellers in there. I don't think props would fit in there. Do you think?
Maybe, I don't know.
It's a little small for that.
So, we got this
Maybe-
little bag. Bear with
Wow,
us,
dude.
guys, here.
What's
Oh, these might be dampeners for the gimbal,
Gimbal dampers?
potentially.
But maybe that's the gimbal housing itself.
Could be. So we'll lay those down. Maybe if you guys want to see it, it's like these little rubber. They look like dampeners to me, although there's only 3. I'd expect.
Okay,
there to be-
maybe it's spares. Maybe we'll have to see what's on here once it's open.
What's
But
down
that
here?
doesn't make sense. Why would
I
there
don't
be
even know
gimbal
how
dampers?
is this thing open?
What is that? All right.
I've got.
let's see.
All right, just rip it. You got
You
it.
want to rip it? Okay. We just literally just ripped it. So you got cable. They give you. Cables.
They always come with little cables. This thing looks. It looks like we've got again some more stickers if we want
Some
to
spare
loader
screws.
our batteries. looks like some.
Cool.
Oh, so these are little foam pieces, and these actually are cutouts, so you can put them on the battery itself. And this is what
Quick release process.
This is like ventilation, or not ventilation, padding.
Thermal padding.
Yeah. And then they give you this.
Is that more paperwork? Is that like a congratulation?
Oh, calibration board. So it came with this. I've never seen a drone come with this before.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And on the back, it's got some writing, which I'll read to you guys. It says calibration board. The pattern on the back of the board is used for vision module calibration on Inspire 2. As products are carefully calibrated before shipping in normal conditions, it is only used when calibration parameter errors occur in this module. Note, please refer to the DJI Assistant for PC and Mac for detailed calibration process. So I guess
you don't necessarily need it right now, but if errors occur,
yeah,
that thing's made out of glass, so be careful.
It's made of like really high quality material. So let's get all these little packages.
It's like it's glass or something.
Throw them onto the side.
So these right here will keep up front here.
Yeah, as well.
Okay.
All right. So now
I think what we should do is just put it down and pull it straight out.
Yeah, sounds good. So
or just
it doesn't even come wrapped in like packaging. You guys
go ahead, pull it straight up. I'll hold the box. Jesus.
Alright, so it comes with this little piece of paper, I guess cardboard on the front, which is pretty cool. Usually if you get something a little bit smaller like the DJI, if you get something like the DJI Phantom 4 Pro or something, it comes in an actual box. But this is
nice, very nice.
It's kind of like a styrofoam material.
Yeah, but it feels, I wouldn't travel with it, but
I would say that this is probably a little bit stronger than the styrofoam that's used in some of their other products.
It looks better too.
It's a little bit heavier duty, and the corners are protected with this plastic.
The only thing I don't see is like a lock. If you want to lock it.
Well, there's locks on the front side, so. Oh, that's
No, I'm saying like travel locks.
Gotcha. Yeah. So on the front, it says DJI Inspire 2. I'm guessing this is the top. That's really cool. And the corners are also reinforced. It's got a nice handle at the top. I mean, everything is just really well done. Oh, it's like snaps back down. So it's got. That's pretty cool. All right. So this thing's like taking up the entire table. Again, we've got 4 different locks. We've got one over here. You push it down and then out. We've got one over here, down and out, down and out, down and out.
What about these?
Oh wow! Oh, so it comes.
So it's 4. So it comes all the way out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whoa! Yo, that is so sweet.
Dude,
all right,
I
so
love the matte black.
this is the Inspire 2. It is a lot bigger than I expected. Now, the only time that I've actually seen an Inspire 2 is when I've been to like CES or I mean, really, that's all. CES, I've seen it like flying inside of the drone cage. P&H Photo, they sometimes have it flying inside of the drone cage, but Jesus. So I guess we'll throw out.
Presentation is just amazing.
Yeah. Oh shoot.
What's the matter? What?
Oh, never mind. All right, that's pretty cool. So I guess we'll just start, right? So you guys can get a pretty good look. Everything inside of here. We've got the aircraft. We've got the remote. We've got some other stuff. I mean, just everything. So we're gonna pull everything out and kind of show you guys what's all in here. I guess we'll start off with the batteries. Of course, it comes with those 2 batteries. These are going to be the hot swappable batteries, which is cool. Oh man, and they came dead. So
man, I would try to test charge those just to make sure.
Yeah. So we might not actually do like we'll try to start it up. We'll see what happens. But
should be okay.
Again, you're able to put 2 batteries in, and if the drone starts to die, you land it. You pull out one, put a fresh one in, pull out the other, put a fresh one in, and you're basically flying. So that's awesome. So the 2 batteries came with the drone. I'll place it over here on the side. Let's see. Of course, we've got the remote controller. And the thing about the remote controller, this is why I said, oh crap, it comes with the Sendence, I guess, what is it? The Sendence bracket already installed. So it comes with that Sendence bracket. So if you, or not the Sendence, I'm sorry, the Crystal Sky bracket. So if you're using Crystal Sky, you're able to just mount that right on there. I don't have a Crystal Sky monitor, but they did include, it's actually.
Yeah, they got, it looks like they have one for.
Yeah, so it looks like they've also included something for like a smartphone if you wanted to use that.
That's a good thing to keep though if you do decide to go to Crystal Sky because that's
exactly. It's nice that they included that, and I also love the finish of this drone just because it's that grayish rather than the white. So we've got the aircraft. Obviously, I'm gonna lift that up real quick because we've got the charger, which the charger is massive. Just one. Okay, let's plug one in.
Let's plug them in. Hand me over the battery.
Yeah, so this is the charging brick, which is incredibly massive, and it looks like it also comes with a charging hub, which is nice that it came with one. If I ever find out how to use it. This is really, oh, do you push it down? Okay, that's pretty cool. So it comes in this circular fashion. This is nice. It kind of makes it easier to travel with. And let's see, all you have to do is basically push down the side and it pops down.
Oh,
and
that's
then
nice. Now what is that?
This is a charging hub.
Is there multiple hubs for that?
So it looks like you can plug in 4 batteries.
Oh my gosh, there we go.
At one time. And I was looking at getting a charging hub, but it's nice that it came with one.
So that's cool that it has one, and now we can just charge them all out.
Yeah, and you basically plug it in the top right here.
So plug one of them in and see how it plugs in.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's nice. It fits in really nice. And I like the design. I think it looks pretty cool.
All right, let's get them popped on. Let's get them charging up.
Yeah, just charge one for now.
You want to charge one?
Yeah, just throw one. And it looks like you'll plug it in on the top.
You want to put 2 on just so you can get it booted up and maybe run updates on it?
Throw 2 on there. It's cool. So you plug it in through the top.
That'll be able to juice it quick enough anyway. So.
Yeah. Here's another battery.
Wait a second. Why we got 2 here? There's one for the controller?
I think, one's remote controller, that smaller one.
Okay.
So here, if you guys look on the end of this controller, let me see real quick. It comes with these 2 different connections. This is kind of like the Phantom 4 Pro. Let me pull this out. So you've got 2 different connections. Honestly, they look exactly the same, and it's gonna be hard for me to show you through the stream. I mean, they look almost completely identical. One's just a little bit smaller. That's actually gonna be used for the charging hub. Now, the thing about this drone is that you're gonna need the actual charging hub to power a battery. You're not gonna be able to just plug it right into one battery, charge one at a time. You actually need the hub to charge your batteries. So I think that's a.
People are saying no audio?
It might be annoying. Let me know if you guys can hear the audio.
I don't know. Somebody said no audio. I'm not seeing any issues with audio.
Yeah, let me know what you guys think about the audio. Maybe what we'll try doing is we'll try flipping. All right. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about the audio. I just flipped it into mono. God, that would really stink if you could only hear out of the left ear or one ear. Sorry about that, guys. So I guess now we'll take out the aircraft itself, which is a lot lighter than I expected.
You have the cable?
Which cable?
Charging cable here.
That would probably help, right?
Yeah. Maybe it's in that box that we had?
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah, it's only mono audio, guys. They said audio was fine before, so
okay.
Let's go. I don't know what,
So, it's pretty cool how...
Flip it over to omnidirectional. Maybe that'll be able to pick up all the sound around.
Yeah. So,
all right, cool. That's a good mic.
Yeah, this mic is pretty sweet. I tried Samson. I was going to go with the Blue Yeti.
Where did that go? That's like really important, right?
I think...
I'm not going to leave it.
We can't find the
This
plug.
Is literally glass, by the way.
Yeah, that is really nice. There's so much more that came with this drone than I expected.
Did we accidentally throw that away?
I don't think we would have thrown it away.
We haven't thrown anything anywhere yet. But...
It literally is not inside of this box whatsoever. Check it out.
Oh my gosh, dude, there's the props.
Okay, oh yeah, shoot the props.
Alright.
Props.
So.
Whoa, came with a good amount of props.
Okay. Where's the cable? Are we like...
So the props locked into the top, and again, these props are massive, so they give you 4 different sets, and
no cable there?
I've got no idea where that cable is. That is definitely in the post.
Okay. This makes no sense.
These are different little parts and stuff. So these look like different clips for the motors.
What is this thing here?
To unlock.
I haven't taken... Oh, you know what? I'm going to look in this paperwork here. Nope, not there. Not there. Okay. Alright, let's think.
Cardboard box on the right. Audio is better in mono. Let's flip it back to mono. Hopefully that audio is better for you guys.
Is it better for someone or just better for all? Because that's usually what happens. Like some people prefer it, some people don't. Where is... They got +2, but like we're really far away from the mic.
Yo, if this didn't come with a cable, that would really suck.
I guess you can take the cable from anything else, right?
Well, no, it's proprietary. This cable is a lot different. It's got like 3 different little prongs.
Alright, what's going on here? Like, is this like legitimately doesn't have a cable? Like, I know we didn't drop anything right there. so this is what happens. So that's the
Yo, this is so weird.
I've never seen this, man. Like, I've tore apart all these boxes.
Yeah, so someone just said it looks like a laptop charger. It really does look like a laptop charger.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Is it like somehow?
Darn. Yeah, all that is a 3-prong laptop.
Comes with a micro SD card inside, which is cool. Let's see.
Yeah, but what good is that? We can't charge it.
U3 16 gigabytes. I like where the SD card. The SD card placement is nice. Again, also, dude, it has that FPV camera on the front. That's really cool.
Oh, that is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Bring this back in a little bit here.
My lord.
So we don't have a charging cable for it apparently. Like, that's not included.
It's gotta be. There's no way.
All right, so take a look around. Maybe where's the battery boxes that it came with? That's actually. BK Brown, we've had really good luck with DJI service. At least we have.
Yeah, I've gotten no problems.
Like, I haven't had any problems with them. Like, over the past 3 times I've had to work with them, they've been fairly responsive. I would imagine this is probably something we can probably run out and grab one.
I'm not sure.
I mean, it's just a standard. It's a 3-prong cable. It literally does look like a laptop cable. Like
Yeah, it really does.
Cable. So, but it's just the fact that it should have one at that cost. So, okay, well, there's that.
Huh.
I'll just take a quick Google around. And see
Yeah,
what
just
people
look
say.
around a little bit. I'm gonna do a little bit of chat responding with you guys. Check the instructions to see what's included. Oh, yo, he makes a really good point. All right. Let's see here. They really do try to push their DJI Care refresh. All right, so what's included on the back, right? Yeah, it says that it comes with the battery charger, which is this big brick. It says that it comes with the charging hub, which is this, I guess, spherical or cylindrical object. It says power cable, which should be the power cable, and then it also comes with a USB cable. It's just really strange that.
Well, we didn't even open that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's not something that was open.
So this is.
Gosh, it blends into all the boxes.
Hey, there we are. All right, so yeah, it's in this brown box. A brown box and a brown box.
We need to identify these boxes.
Okay. All right. So, the moment of truth. We have got the power cable, which, God, this power cable is beefy. So go ahead and plug this in real quick.
All right, I'm gonna take this over. I'll take it over there to plug it in.
Yeah, whatever you want to do.
All right.
Plug that in real quick. I guess we'll just kind of get things cleaned up a little bit here. And this drone is just such a beast. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna go ahead and plug in 2 batteries and see what happens. I guess move the mic back a little bit. All right, so the battery plugs in. There's little covers protecting the connectors. That's a nice touch too. Just in case when you're traveling you want to protect them. All right, so 1 battery in. That's such a satisfying click too.
Oh my god, that's so cool how that charges.
All right, so 1 battery's in, and now the second. I'll turn it to the side, I guess, so you guys can see it really quickly. It goes right in here on the back. Second click. So we've got these 2 batteries on the back, and again, they're hot swappable. So let's say if this battery or if both batteries are running low, I'll be able to land, pull this battery out, put in another one, and I'll pull this battery out also. And to loosen them, oh, that's really cool. All right, so to loosen them, they've got this button on the back. Just simply push it, and the buttons or the batteries shoot out. Nice touch. Now, in terms of obstacle avoidance, we do have the obstacle avoidance on the top. That's something I'm not used to in a drone. Usually, all of my drones have obstacle avoidance on the front, on the back. I guess the Phantom 4 Pro has it on the sides in certain flight modes, and it's also got it on the bottom. Pretty much the same thing. So now I guess we will boot this up for the first time. And I suppose what we should probably do is get the remote controller out. 160 people watching. Guys, thank you so much for popping in to the stream. Yeah. Honestly, if you ever want to see someone struggle hard, it's just opening up packages. This is also probably some of the hardest plastic I've ever seen. There we go. The controller is pretty standard. It's just like the Phantom's controller, which I like. I don't have a problem with the Phantom's controllers at all. Man, they really wrap these antennas together though. Again, this hard plastic. Back to the butter knife unboxing knife. So, alright, so again, the remote controller is pretty standard here. I'm not going to worry too much about unscrewing the Sendence mounts just because I think that's going to be a little bit too much work. I will unplug this. And Ken, could you grab me that audio or that cable behind you?
What do you need?
The iPhone cable. So I'm basically just going to use my iPhone to set this up. And I just want to have it plugged in. The battery comes about half charged. It's got 3 dots. So we'll plug this in. We will open up the DJI Go application. Go ahead and plug her in. Also on the back, guys, we've got a bunch of different connections down here. Something that the Phantom 4 didn't have, at least. The Phantom 4 Pro Plus does have these types of things, but we've got like an HDMI port on the back, which is definitely going to come in handy. So now with everything on, or now with everything plugged in, we'll turn on this drone. The front, it's definitely a lot better sound than some of the other drones. So it looks like we've got blue light on the back. I'll pick it up and spin it around here. It's a lot heavier with the batteries in. We've got a blue light here on the back. We've also got on the top a red light where the power button is. And then we've got the battery indicators here. And the battery indicator up there, those different looking LEDs is going to show you the battery status for the entire drone. Whereas on the side, you can see individual battery status as well on the battery itself. So now we'll turn on the remote controller, and the buttons on this remote controller feel so much better than the buttons on the Phantom's remote controller. It just feels a lot nicer. Alright, so I just pretty much turned everything on. The app just recognized the Inspire 2. So we'll just activate, and you got to go through all this activation stuff. It's going to be a pain. I'm just going to breeze through this. Billy Kyle Inspire 2, continue, mode 2. I pretty much use. What do you use to fly? Mode 2?
Yeah, usually just the standard.
Customizable buttons. Wow.
There's a lot going on there. There's
a lot more customizable buttons, and they're actually basically, I don't even know if you guys can see this. There's a lot of different customizable buttons that you can choose from, or different options, I guess. This is definitely going to be something I have to set up later, so I guess I'm just going to use the recommended settings for now. Continue. Use imperial metric units. Again, guys, I'm just going through the setup process right now. And it's really nothing special whatsoever. It's just activating the account, linking the drone to my account, activating, I guess, the warranty that comes with the drone as well. I'm definitely going to have to get DJI Care refreshed for this drone because it says I have 48 hours, so I'll do that later. Inspire 2, that's pretty cool. Inspire 2 successfully activated. So now we'll hit skip. Looks like there is a firmware update available. I'm not going to update the firmware yet because that would take forever and we don't have all that time to sit here.
Yeah, definitely not.
So we'll hit start flight, and there's nothing on the actual screen. I mean, there's no camera whatsoever here. But it looks like it's like a little bit different. The layout is just a little bit different.
Yeah, look at the percentages of the batteries.
Yeah, so you've got the percentage of each battery here. You know what? Just to help you guys out, I'm gonna punch in a little bit. You guys can kind of see what we're working with here. So the percentage of each battery is shown there at the top. In fact, this might be flipped around for you guys. You might not actually be able to see this. I'm gonna hide my address down there. But we've got the percentage of each battery up there in the top corner. Of course, we can't take off now. I'm pretty sure we've got to go through a couple of more activation things here. And also we've got a lot of different buttons on the opposite side of where the shutter button is. Just overall, there's a lot more information shown through this application than something that I would have expected from like the Phantom 4, the Phantom 4 Pro. So punch back out here.
Definitely getting a very premium package.
Yeah, really. I can't even imagine what it's like to fly. So I guess this little thing down here is used to take it in and out of travel mode.
So when I was working with Mel, he showed me that if you hit it like 4 times, it'll take it in and out of travel mode. Like you gotta flip it down. Yeah. One more. And it would raise up. I didn't do it, he did it himself,
Okay.
but yeah.
Look that up for me real quick.
Lift what?
No, look that up for me real quick.
Let me
You see
look it up.
Yeah. Oh, also, we've got the vents down here on the bottom of the remote controller. That's funny because these are the same vents that are shown on the new Phantom 4 Pro, the Phantom 4 Pro version 2.0, which with the Phantom 4 Pro V 2.0, you've got OcuSync. Although we don't have OcuSync on here. We've got Lightbridge 2. That's Inspire 1.
Yeah, no, it's
One of the biggest differences is this little lever, and that's what I'm actually hitting right down here. And this lever allows you to switch it in and out of the travel mode that it's in because it lays flat right now, and we want it to lift up a little bit so we can connect the camera underneath.
no, that's not gonna work on this one. So this is to get it in.
This is like really confusing. I haven't watched any videos on the Inspire 2. I haven't really done anything whatsoever. It looks like the one battery we've got 15%, and the other battery we've got 24%. So that's pretty interesting. I'd love to test the flight time. Again, guys, I'm going to try to go through this as basically in depth as possible. Four times. I wonder if there's like a thing within.
Well, plus 2, you don't have a camera on there either, so but you can't add anything to it until it's out.
Maybe what we've got to do. What we'll do real quick is unscrew.
No, that wouldn't make sense because in order to put the camera on or even touch that, we got to be out of travel mode, I would think, right?
Yeah. Acting mode.
Oh, something changed.
You know, they also have those handles where you connect them to the side, and you're able to actually shoot with the Inspire 2 like it's a handheld gimbal, which is pretty cool, especially with the expensive cameras that it comes with.
You can if you can exit travel mode by app, your landing gear is all functional.
Yeah, it's just a little bit weird. And the app is totally blank just because. The app is totally
There
blank.
should be a toggle in here to, but I thought it was.
He's gonna break my drone, bro. Alrighty, well, we might have to save the setup.
Yeah, we'll have to figure it out. It's
Yeah.
just more in depth than everything else. There's also firmware. It looks like
Yeah,
to
a
be
lot
done.
of different firmware updates and stuff. So
Music Mod is saying power button 5 times, so I'm assuming that's got to be up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Something's happening because it's flashing. No, maybe down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
maybe for you. All right, so we're gonna get this all set up later. I guess let's field some Q&A here.
Power 5 times. Everybody's saying.
You know, I think the biggest thing is that these batteries are low.
That'll get you up.
We've got one that's 24% and one that is 24% and one's at 15%. So I'm gonna go grab those ones that you left charging. They might be a little bit in better shape.
Yeah, we'll try it out. It's just so much different than the Phantoms and everything else out there. Those are just basically plug and play. There's a lot more calibration that's going to happen to get this off the ground. I'm gonna answer some comments here. Alright, let's try this.
Hold on, yeah.
Go ahead, put the
I took
power
out the
button.
batteries. All right, so I took out the batteries. Got 2 new batteries. I mean, they're newer.
It's not like the Inspire one that launcher. Go ahead and pop the battery.
It's a very satisfying click. You know that the batteries are in there.
Let it power up. So they're saying
Oh, the power button here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Ah.
I was thinking controller because that's how it is on the Inspire
right?
one.
Okay, there we are. So now we've got the drone actually up, and we can actually connect the camera on here now.
So I'm a very specific person. If somebody says power button, which power button? There are 2 power buttons. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Lon.
My man.
Lon with the specifics.
Yo,
That's what I needed.
I can't spin this off.
Is it?
So it looks like it comes with the gimbal, but it also has these gimbal dampeners underneath.
Ooh, they got that on there really
Yeah,
tight.
that
dude.
cap is on there tight. Yeah,
Wow, I'm like really like trying to get it off there, and it's not.
Don't spin it too tight. In there.
No, and it's not counter threat. Is it? Well, let me ask you. Is it?
There's a little button next to it, and you push the button, and it comes off.
There you
This is
go.
going to be a total learning curve. There's so many
Yeah.
little nuances to this.
So it's so different than everything else, but
Now we've got the Zenmuse X4S. The battery percentage. All right, so we're working with 31% and 38%. So it's a lot more battery than what we were dealing with before. So again, the Zen. Oh God, it's almost falling out. The Zenmuse comes in this awesome little box, which I obviously need to take more care of. Again, this one looks like it just standard twist. Nope, there's got to be a button here somewhere, right? Nope, just twists off. All right, so there we are. That connection looks.
What's
really
that
nice.
connection look like?
I mean, it's just. I've got no idea.
almost looks like just like a.
Looks
camera.
like you've got to line it up. Oh shoot, man, that scared me. You see me jump? All right, so we've got to push the little button on the side. Correct. Okay, we line up the red.
Yeah. Carbon fiber on this thing is just absolutely
Right.
bonkers. So bonkers. Landing gear is awesome too.
All right, here. You know what?
You can almost power that down at this
I'm gonna
point
lift
now.
this up. Can you hold it for me real quick?
You can power it down at this point. Put the gimbal on. I don't know if that makes a difference because it's going to want to probably calibrate as soon as it plugs in. No.
Yeah, you know what? Why don't we just try turning it off?
I'm
real
just gonna
quick?
say just probably best. Yeah.
You know what's funny is I picked this up earlier today and we wanted to film an unboxing, so it's been sitting in the box forever. Alright, so now we'll just plug this on. Yeah, I feel so dumb doing this.
So it's fine. You don't. You just encounter things as you see them. Of
Yeah.
course, like later on we'll.
Okay, so
we'll
it
tweak the
should
software.
it should be in now.
You see?
I believe it's locked on. Could
Yeah,
you
it looks
imagine like taking off? Alright, so let's see if this gimbal will calibrate now. Looks like you guys have a pretty good view of it. There it goes.
There it goes.
Oh yeah, that's a cool feature too. How you're able to totally spin around.
So we're
360.
gonna have to. I think we should definitely take this out. So that spot tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely. So, yeah, there's the camera now. Wow, the live view looks so clean.
Yeah, it looks good.
I mean, we'll switch over to video real quick, but
so you can hot swap the batteries. You put a battery in there, you can probably hot swap a battery.
this is what we've got right here on the live feed. So we finally can look at the actual drone itself. So I mean, I guess that's it. Like it's fully set up now. I'm definitely gonna have to go through and just change all the settings.
Firmware.
It's pretty cool. So up here near where you would see like your GPS mode, where it says Opti, it shows you which mode you're in. So right, what is this, takeoff mode, right? And then once you get up, you're obviously gonna have the arms come up above the drone, which I think is just the coolest thing ever. I've got no satellites inside of here. Let's see here. It looks like pretty much the same settings that you would get from something like the Phantom 4 Pro. These settings almost look exactly identical. And I mean, really everything about it. But the big reason why I got this drone is just the speed and the power. I love to fly fast, and probably in the first couple flights, I won't be flying that fast with this drone. You can pretty much bet on that. But the top speed on this drone is 58 miles per hour. The hot swappable batteries is awesome, and just the feeling that, you know, I've got this drone in front of me and that I have so many different options to upgrade to is really cool, because it's not like I'm trapped with that drone. It's not like I can't upgrade the drone. Like with the Phantom 4 Pro, I had that drone and there was nothing I could do to add on.
You notice the sensors up
yeah,
top?
so
That's cool.
It's got upward sensors too, and that's like, I feel like if you were to have obstacle avoidance sensors anywhere, I feel like that is the one place I would want to have obstacle avoidance sensors, is on the top, because as you're flying upwards, I mean, there's really no way to tell if you're actually.
No, I needed them today for that building.
Yeah.
It's just.
So that's awesome. I mean, there we are, the Inspire 2. I'm gonna shut this down now, I guess, and we'll quickly take the gimbal off. It's definitely gonna be a lot easier once I start to get the hang of it. We'll turn it back on and we'll put it into travel mode. A lot of people are probably thinking that this is like overkill for YouTube, which it might be, but my channel's drone related. Everybody.
Did you just
wants
take
to
that
see
off
drones.
once?
Yeah, I took it off.
Yeah,
just because
you gotta power it off when you take it off.
Wait, how do you?
So.
Wait, or do you use?
So anytime you take the gimbal off, it needs to be off. Anytime you put it on, it needs to be off. Like, so anytime you touch the camera, it needs to be on or off. I mean off, I should say. It needs to be off anytime you're touching the camera.
Why do you mean that?
That's just what I was reading.
Okay. Yeah, but we want to put this into travel mode now.
So basically, there's going to be a lot of on and off anytime you're changing the
Yeah.
camera. Now that I don't know if that's specifically. I'm just reading what everybody is saying.
Mm-hmm.
So again, we'll go through the manual and just see what it says specifically. Now, if it says you can take that on or off hot, that's fine. But I don't know.
I didn't. I turned it off first, then I took it off.
Okay, I didn't see that.
Yeah, no,
okay,
I didn't.
oh, you did. Okay, you did do that. I did hear it boot again. So 5 times to put it in travel mode, I guess. Yeah.
What do you think it's this? Right? And because
so the Inspire, that's like the Inspire 1 at least. That's what Mel did with that. But again, the power button got it out of travel mode. So power button to put it back in travel mode.
Landing gear race, landing gear lowering.
Okay, wait. Oh, so now that we.
Landing gear racing. Adding mode.
Okay, wait. Hit that button again for me. Yeah.
Landing
Okay.
gear lowering.
Okay. All right.
So 5 times puts it in travel mode.
Are you sure about that?
It's better than hitting the other button. That's all I know.
Landing gear lowering.
See.
Let me kind of just try.
Yeah. Okay, so it's the power button.
I was just gonna say, I just.
Yeah. people are gonna get
First,
cracking up about
you
that.
know, here's the thing though. People get so triggered, like you're like but it's it's totally different. This is like entirely different. Maybe probably a good idea we put that not there.
No, it's cool.
Is he coming home tonight?
I've got no idea. My roommate will be coming home, and if he opens it up and opens it on that Inspire, it's his fault.
Lights out.
All right, let's come back in here, guys. We'll discuss a little bit after playing around with that.
Treacherous. It's just gonna be a learning curve.
Yeah, it definitely will be. So that's Inspire 2. I guess if you guys have any questions, let me know. But I think before I answer really any questions, I've got to get some flight time under my belt with the Inspire 2. I try to educate myself as much as I can with all these drones, so that if anyone comes to me and has a question, I'm able to answer it for them. And overall, just so I can make videos here on YouTube, right? I'm not trying to be like a whiz kid. I'm not trying to be like a know-it-all. But I love to be able to just get a bunch of knowledge from different sources, maybe myself just testing it out. You saw that. I just totally put it into I raised the landing gear and it was sitting there on the table. So
It's different because you got to think, like the Mavic, you unfold it, you manually unfold it. The Phantom, you manually unfold it. So everything we've touched up until now has been manual.
And the Inspire 2 is just a totally different animal. So Yeah, I mean, if you guys have got any questions, go ahead and throw them in the chat section, and we'll definitely try to answer them.
How much is Care Refresh for this thing?
Care Refresh for the Inspire 2 is $300.
Money well spent.
Yeah, it's $300. I'm not exactly sure how much a replacement unit would cost, but I do know that I signed up for DJI Select, which is like their membership program. You get these coupons, exclusive offers, stuff like that. It's $29.99 for the year, right? So I got DJI Select, $29.99 for the year, and then with that, I got 50% off of DJI Care Refresh. So I can now buy DJI Care Refresh for the Inspire 2 for only $150, which I mean, right there makes it worth it to have, the DJI Select membership.
And honestly, $300 on what is this base the combo cost?
So the standard combo costs $4,100. But here's the thing: is if you get DJI Care Refresh, it's only the drone. It's not the gimbal. You need to get DJI Care Refresh on the gimbal itself.
Oh wow! What's the gimbal refresh is probably what, a couple of hundred?
It's probably less money. They've got a little handle on the top of this too. It's probably less money depending on which gimbal you buy. So if you're going to buy something like the X7, then it's definitely going to be a lot more expensive. But in terms of the X4S, it probably shouldn't be that expensive.
So people, in the comment thing that comes up anytime people talk about Care Refreshes, go to State Farm for the $100. Honestly, drone shots, that with something like this probably may not be a bad idea, just to have a full coverage beyond that, just in case if the wreck is unsalvageable or unrecoverable.
Mm-hmm. It's always good to have backup options, and with a drone like this, you really can't go wrong with getting any sort of insurance. And having that backup plan of having possibly State Farm or maybe another company, I think that is a good idea. So it's definitely something I'm going to look into. But the one thing I really need to get on top of is DJI Care Refresh, because they give you 48 hours. And that's like to activate it through your drone easily. And then if you go over that 48 hours, you still can get DJI Care Refresh, but then you have to go through all the hoops, and you've got to like send them videos of the drone. It's just like a real pain.
So you're gonna activate refresh, I would say, obviously, because they see the drone is active now, right?
Yep. Yeah. So it gives you 48 hours. You get 48 hours after the drone is active.
So between then and now, you're spending $300.
No, 150, because I've got the.
Oh, you got Select, so you pay.
Yeah.
So it's actually $150 because he has Care Select to cover the drone with DJI. So if you want to get additional insurance, you can. I'm
definitely gonna have to look up and see how much it costs for the Zenmuse X4S. Maybe I won't get it for the gimbal. Maybe I will. I'm not necessarily sure yet.
Well, and that's the thing though. If you wreck, if off chance something catastrophic fails or happens, you can at least just replace the gimbal. And if you were looking to upgrade, you can do it anyway. So it's not like everything else where it's like, man, but does it protect? Does the insurance obviously protects the drone, so the gimbal would be shot, but the actual attachment where the drone mounts to is fine.
Yeah, so I mean this mount on the gimbal.
I don't know what they consider.
This mount on the gimbal would be considered the gimbal. So if something were wrong with this assembly, then I would need to contact them about this product. But if it was then broken on the Inspire 2, it would be vice versa. It'd be the actual aircraft.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's going to be a huge, huge learning curve. We obviously still don't have props mounted to it yet.
I didn't turn the remote off.
Remote's not off. So I mean, at least that's pretty much normal to put up. So we'll have to get it up in the air. State Farm, Bob, you're right. State Farm is not offered in every state. I know certain states aren't doing it. I know in Florida they did do it.
Do they not do it anymore?
They do with some caveat. There's some really strong caveats to it. I've heard horror stories that if you have to make a claim, it affects your homeowner's insurance. If you don't have homeowner's insurance, it affects other things. So I would say if you're going to use an option like State Farm, just do a lot of research and make sure that if you have to make a claim, it's absolutely worth it. I probably wouldn't, insure anything under $1,000. Yo, Eli, thank you so much. No, definitely no 8K red dragons. That's not happening.
Yeah, right. That'd be nice. I guess that's basically it, guys. Thank you for stopping by the stream. I think that we had a little hiccup there when we couldn't find the cord, but we eventually found it, which would be nice. I mean, I couldn't see them forgetting to include that cord, but if they did, that would literally, we wouldn't be able to fly. Literally wouldn't be able to fly because of that one little cord, but I'm glad that it's there.
Yeah, it sort of just got thrown over there with everything else. It sort of blended in.
I know, yeah. We're going to be up playing with this for a little bit longer, but we're probably going to end the live stream here. Again, thank you guys for coming out. It really does mean a lot. Hopefully you guys enjoy the quality of the microphone, the new microphone that we bought, and also the webcam. I mean, the webcam is sweet. But yeah, so I guess we will bring things to an end here. We've got so many dongles and stuff. But guys, hope you enjoyed the stream. If you guys haven't already, check out Ken's channel. We do a live stream over there on Monday nights, Up in the Air Live.
Yeah, this is sort of like an off night for us.
Infinite Altitude. Thank you for the $2.
Thanks up.
You need a larger screen to view both cameras. Yeah. So I've got an iPad Mini, which I like to use, but right now my phone's fine, and I'm definitely going to need to
You
look
got
in.
the iPad Pro even.
I mean, yeah, the 12.9-inch iPad Pro is probably a little bit too big. But I think that probably the next thing I'll be looking at is Crystal Sky, and I feel like you got to go with the ultra brightness there. So they've got a really good sale right now. DJI does on some of their drones, like the Spark and the Mavic Pro. I think the Spark, but I mean they've got really good deals on that, and I could possibly see them coming out with some sort of deal in the future on the Sendins. I remember at one point in time with your DJI coupons, if you signed up for DJI Select, you were able to actually get 20% off of a Crystal Sky monitor, and I almost did it, and I should have done it, but I kind of chickened out. Anyway, guys, I hope that you enjoyed the stream. Again, thank you guys for coming out. We've been streaming here for how long? We've been streaming here for?
We've been streaming for about an hour. Sans hiccup. Yo,
Yeah.
Infinite, thanks so much.
Again, man, thank you. The X4S will fit into the IC box.
I like
Yeah.
CS5.
Yeah, I'll
10
try.
inch.
I'll try to do
Hey,
this
Mark.
as best as possible. I'll try to kind of pack as lightly as possible. That's the thing too, is it's huge. I actually didn't even expect it to be that big.
What's that?
Yeah, I'm pretty surprised. I know it sounds kind of dumb. Like, why would I not expect the Inspire 2 to be that big? But it's big, and it's definitely not going to be something that's easy to travel with. But I've been lugging around the Phantom 4 Pro, and I'm really looking for some sort of bump from the Phantom 4 Pro. I mean, I love that drone to death, but it's kind of getting stale just because it's the same thing over and over again. And with the Inspire 2, I feel like it's going to be something different every single time that I fly. And I've seen some different people say that there's different backpacks available for the Inspire 2, so that's something that I'll have to check out.
Do they have like an open backpack where you just like, like it just sticks out? I can see that being a possibility.
I'd
be
could-
a little fearful. But
I could too, but I would be fearful of having that thing just dangling on the outside. But it would make sense because you could fit things like your gimbal, you could fit things like your propellers, your batteries, your controller inside of the backpack, and then have the Inspire 2 on the outside. In fact, I've got a backpack from Peak Design, and it gives you those little straps where you're able to hang things on the outside. And I've hung my Phantom 4 Pro on the outside before, so maybe I could try something with the Inspire 2. But guys, enough rambling. Hope that you guys enjoy the unboxing. Definitely look out for some more Inspire 2 videos coming out soon. If you guys are in the chat, go ahead and throw some different video options down there, maybe stuff that you want to see. And if you're watching this afterwards and you stuck around to the very end, you're an absolute trooper.
we'll be hanging out in the chat section after the video ends just for a little bit, just answering
the
any
comments.
strangling questions that are rolling. Thanks Eli. He definitely won't. No crashing it.
Oh God, dude.
That will not be a video coming from him.
No, God, no. Anyway, guys, thank you for stopping in, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.
See you.